Hi folks, how you doing? Russell, TrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness. Put in the healing back in health. Don't forget to follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Podcast is out there. Links down below as well. All right, True Crew. So this is why them pulling these social media ads is a bad thing, right? For me, I don't have many followers, many views. I'm not making money off of Facebook or social media or YouTube videos, nothing like that. I'm not making any money off of this. I'm not popular enough. But after I thought about it, you know what the real downfall of this is? The real downfall of them not advertising on social media, right? And I thought about it, and it just popped into my head this morning while I was reading one of my books. And the truth is, it kind of comes back to a concept that my buddy told me about. So here in Colorado, Xcel Energy is our main supplier for electricity, right? We don't have any other options. It's just Xcel Energy. That's all we've got. And so he was upset once with his electric bill or whatever the issue was. So he called him to complain, and he wanted to cancel, and then he wanted the number of their competitor. And they told him, they're like, well, there is no competitor. We're the only provider. So in reality, they have a monopoly in Colorado. We don't have anywhere else to go. There's no other place to get your energy from. And so he was like, well, what the F, right? He's off. That's the case. Why are you spending thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars on advertisement? If I have nowhere else to go, why are you advertising in my state? Why every time I turn on the TV, there's an Xcel commercial. There's an Xcel here. There's an Xcel there. There's Xcel everywhere. Why even bother wasting money, right? If you didn't waste that money, then my bill wouldn't be so dang high because you wouldn't have to waste money on advertising in a state that it doesn't even matter, right? And it makes sense. So it made me start thinking, right? If they start pulling these ads, all these different companies, right? And we are still purchasing their products at an increasing rate. All we're doing then is giving them more money to pay themselves and to blow this money on things that are going to add no value to our lives, right? At least now, if they are paying to put ads on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever it is, it's at least putting money in the pockets of these bloggers, right? So the wealth is being spread. But now, unfortunately, if we, as a consumer, still consume from these people, and now they're saving hundreds of millions of dollars from not advertising, we're not doing ourselves any favor. It's only going to be worse for us, right? If you, I'm not a firm believer of like the 1% and this and that. I'm not going to lie. Or I think there's more to the story. But in reality, all you're going to do is create that gap of wealth in the 1% versus the 99%, if that's how we want to play that out. So in reality, in that case, if we don't start to spend our money smarter, it's only going to create a bigger gap. And I think that's the true downfall, right? And of course, maybe if I, become like they said, the super popular channels, yeah, they've probably taken a hit on some revenue, but they're still making decent money, I would assume, right? But that's of course why you don't want to put, what do they say? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So that's why we as bloggers, as the people that are trying to make a difference in the world, that's why we have to be, also venturing off in different areas, not just trying to be a social media star, because eventually it's all going to come to an end, right? You're going to have to find multiple ways to provide services that people want to purchase, right? So once again, I think that's the true downfall, right? If we don't truly start to now fight back, we're just hurting ourselves as a people in general. We're just hurting ourselves. So I hope that's food for thought. I hope it gives you, something to really contemplate, something to really think about and take to heart and understand that we have more power than we think. I said this, watch my video called 6 Weeks to Change. 6 weeks to changing the world. It's that same concept almost. But that one goes into more detail. So I think if we truly start to understand that we have all the power, right? That's what we've got to understand. We have the power. If there's 1% and there's 99%, in a world, in a country right now where we say democracy rules, even though we're really a republic. We're not a democracy, Americans. Come on, we're a republic. You want to know the difference? They say a democracy would be the equivalent of, I've heard it said more, but 2 wolves and a sheep are at dinner, and they're going to decide on what they're going to have for dinner. A democracy is going to say, well, 2-1, we're going to eat the sheep, right? Republic means we all have the same rights, so the sheep's not getting eaten, right? So I guess everybody's going to be vegan, or you're going to find something else to eat, right? That's the difference. So once again, we've got to understand these things. We've got to understand that we have the power, right? Especially since we believe we're in a democracy. If there's 99% versus 1, for some reason the 99% should not be losing, right? It only makes sense, right? The 99% should not be losing in this world. So what's going on, right? We as a people need to come together, right? Like I just made a YouTube video. Watch that one too. What did I name it? I just made it before this one because I kind of bulk make videos. Trying to think of what it was. Oh, the people that we should truly embrace in our lives, right? The people we need to embrace for success. Check that one out as well. That's all gonna tie into this. And once again, it's the only way the 1% can thrive is if they can separate the 99%, right? And we fall victim to that. And that's what that embracing, the true people we need to embrace in life. That's what's going to help us get a better understanding on this as well. So once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there, SoundCloud, iTunes, all major podcast players. Subscribe to this channel. Share and like these videos.